everyone, and thank you for coming. Today, I am bringing legal action on behalf of the Commonwealth of Virginia against President Donald Trump and his administration for his unconstitutional and unlawful executive order of January 27, 2017. On January 27th, President Donald J. Trump signed a sweeping, poorly understood, and chaotically implemented executive order that immediately led to the violation of the constitutional and statutory rights of numerous residents of Virginia. Because countless Virginia residents have been and will continue to be subjected to degrading and unlawful treatment under the executive order, the Commonwealth is compelled to intervene in the case pending in the Eastern District of Virginia to challenge that executive order. And the case is Aziz versus Trump and others. Virginia has substantial interests justifying its intervention. And make no mistake, the Commonwealth of Virginia and our people are already being harmed by this ban. I am bringing this action because the Commonwealth has an overriding interest in the well-being of its lawful permanent residents, as well as residents who have been living in the Commonwealth, attending school under valid visas at our colleges and universities, and working at our universities, in our hospitals, and at our Virginia businesses. The executive order impairs the ability of students who are lawful permanent residents or present on student visas to continue to attend Virginia's public colleges and universities. That impairment will hamper our schools' abilities to attract and retain foreign students in the future and result in a loss of tuition revenue to the Commonwealth. The executive order also hinders the travel of faculty members and other educational personnel employed by the Commonwealth of Virginia and its public colleges and universities. Faculty members and students who are unable to travel likely would be forced to forfeit their grant monies and abandon research and other projects. Such problems are not theoretical. They are happening as we speak. As an example, there are more than 100 students at Virginia Commonwealth University alone who are now unable to leave to visit their families or re-enter the United States to continue their education. Identical stories are found on campuses all across Virginia. Our colleges and universities frequently obtain high-skill worker visas for faculty members, and each has a number of employees on those visas. After the January 27 executive order, those employees can no longer enter or exit and re-enter the United States. The full impact of President Trump's ban remains unclear. Because the government has not complied fully and transparently with a valid temporary restraining order issued by a federal court, the Commonwealth has been hindered in its ability to identify the Virginia residents who have been detained at Dulles, moved to an immigration detention facility, or even removed from the country. In sum, there are countless residents of the Commonwealth, people who live in Virginia, who work in Virginia, or who attend schools in Virginia, whose lives and livelihoods have been and will be severely disrupted by the January 27 executive order. We have been working around the clock since Friday to examine this executive order before reaching this conclusion. This is not an action I take lightly, but it is one that I take with confidence in our legal analysis and in the necessity of intervening to both protect the Commonwealth's own sovereign interests and vindicate its residents' civil rights. This order is unlawful, unconstitutional, and un-American. Action is required. Our motion for intervention is now before the court. Because our intervention is pending, I apologize I will not be able to take questions today. Once our intervention is approved, we will have more to share on our legal arguments and how we intend to move forward. Governor?
I want to thank the Attorney General today for his courageous move This is important for the Commonwealth of Virginia since Friday. The Attorney General's office as well as the Governor's office have been receiving calls from folks from all throughout the Commonwealth. They wanted us to take action. I asked the Attorney General's team to look at whatever legal remedies we may have available to us. On Saturday, the Attorney General and I were at the airport, full well knowing that there were families there being detained, including a family with 2 young children with U.S. passports who were detained for hours at our Virginia airport. I'm the governor of the Commonwealth that was founded on religious freedom. This is a principle that we all can never forget, and we need to continually to fight for. This is a value system here in our Commonwealth and our great country. As the Attorney General said, we have great institutions of higher learning here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Students, teachers from all over the globe who are now concerned about their ability to travel. Students afraid to come back, teachers afraid to come back. I have been notified by scores of companies who are now worried about their employees, whether they can get back into the United States of America, or should they travel abroad to do business, fearful that their employees cannot come back. This is not the United States of America that we know. So I want to thank the Attorney General for his leadership on this role on behalf of the Commonwealth of Virginia, and we look forward to getting a resolution to this issue very soon. This is very important for green card holders, for legal permanent residents who have already been vetted, who have already been granted access to our great country, and now some of them are fearful that they will be detained. So I want to thank the Attorney General for his efforts today on behalf of the Commonwealth of Virginia.
All right, again, thank you all very much for coming.